my name is Sabri. I am the director of the Balkan and Dagenham Turkish Women Association, and this school, Turkish School of Excellence, is the pilot project that we started in October 2013.
I also like to come here because it's fun, it's safe, and we do lots of activities.
How we started this project is like this idea, having a supplementary Turkish school, has been in my mind quite a long time, but it's only come true after I met to Shpresa Programme, and I had a meeting with the Jetta, and since then we never looked back.
And then we've now funded them for a second project, which is to enable them to train other community leaders who want to set up their own supplementary schools. And the reason that we funded them to do that is because we felt that the model that they have for running a supplementary school is very strong, it's very high quality, and we felt they were in a really good position to give practical support to other communities that wanted to do a similar thing.
I like Turkish school because I can communicate with my family. I like Turkish school because my mum's English and my dad's Turkish, so I like to know more Turkish. I want to learn more Turkish words so I can communicate with my family.
One very positive element of Shpresa's approach when mentoring other supplementary schools is to pass on their philosophy about the involvement of parents and young people in the actual running of the schools. So Shpresa emphasised very much in training for other supplementary schools that parents need to be on board. Parents need to be taking key positions in actually helping to run the school. These aspects of keeping parents and young people on board and having them centrally involved help the school to be sustainable and keep running well and build up. And what you see is that the supplementary schools who are using this model were building up their numbers quite quickly.
And what Shpresa's done is it's taken any supplementary school in the area that it's working in East London, and it said, come and work with us, we'll show you how to use our model. And they have been able to use their good relationship with the mainstream school head in two different schools, I believe, to say, well, you know this works well with us, would you let this community have one classroom on a Saturday? We'll make sure that everything's tidy, that they leave on time, etc., etc. And that's been an incredible strength, I think, to actually demonstrate to other communities this can work for you. It's not just about having to be a newly arrived asylum-seeking community, which in any case is no longer really the case with the Albanian community. This can work for you. It's actually about building good relationships and behaving in a professional, respectful manner with the host organisation, with the mainstream school. Also, they have done a lot of sessions, weekly sessions, with the community organisations that want to run supplementary schools in the same way as them, on policies and procedures, and they've used the National Resource Centre for Supplementary Education's quality framework to help those schools build all the necessary policies and procedures to run and maintain a well-managed school.
But I regularly go to my country, and my kids, always with parents, and most of people, they can't speak English there, so I want always my kids to communicate with their grandparents and everybody. So most of the time, not all the time at home, I'm using my own language. I don't speak them in English because in school they learn anyway, and I don't want them, they forget their own language and their culture. So in here, both as a parent, as a volunteer teacher, I'm really happy because they're learning their culture. They're learning, the Turkish grammar, because sometimes I say something in Turkish and they look at me and they don't know the meaning. So they're learning in here.
Not difficulties, but something that I would like maybe try to avoid but couldn't, because we needed to have the quality assurance. is because of the paperwork and the policies that I needed to work. It was a bit like challenging for me because I usually or always prefer to work with the people rather than the paperwork. But at the end, when I started to work with the policies and working on it towards the getting the quality assurance, I realized that it's really needed for the school, for the safety of the children. I believe that if I wouldn't contact the Shpresa Programme, I wouldn't be here today and I wouldn't be able to start this supplementary school so quickly, because after we visit the school, it's gone very quick and it's happened very quickly. I couldn't even believe myself. I say that while we helping the children to learn their language and doing activities, learning their cultural things, we also helping parents who has difficulty with the language barrier. Again, we give them advice, information, advocacy. Also, we help them to get training. Those who want to get a job, we help them to get some skills. This is done in our office in the park.
And I think mainstream schools, in my experience, a lot of mainstream schools have actually benefited a lot from the relationship with Shpresa. My understanding is that they have really benefited from the work that Shpresa does with the parents and with the whole family, in terms of communicating better with members of the Albanian community and also from other parents from other communities as well. And I think the other thing is that the children are, through benefiting from the supplementary school, that often has a really positive impact on their education within the mainstream school as well.